boys and girls. Mr. Poust here. So nice to see you. I have a Mark Teague book, The Secret Shortcut. I absolutely love Mark Teague. The one he writes stories about dinosaurs. There's another one where a boy talks about his summer vacation. Such good stories. So this one's called The Secret Shortcut. Now let's get right into it. The pictures are everything with Mark Teague. On Monday, Wendell and Floyd were late for school. And look at this. Those look like aliens in a spaceship. You guys are having adventures before school. They had nearly been captured by space creatures, they told their teacher.
Ridiculous,
said Mrs. Gernsblatt, and she warned them not to let it happen again. Look at this one. But Tuesday was no better. Pirates were loose in the neighborhood. It was sheer bad luck, Wendell and Floyd explained when they showed up late for school.
Preposterous,
said Mrs. Gernsblatt. All these frogs. Everyone knows that I love frogs and toads. Big fan of amphibians. Again, and on Wednesday, even though Wendell and Floyd left early, a plague of frogs made them late once again.
absurd,
cried their teacher.
I'm warning you. Be here on time tomorrow, or else. And no more crazy excuses.
Oh, we got a plan. Floyd showed up early, it looks like. There's gotta be a way to get to school in time, said Wendell. We'll just have to leave earlier. Floyd arrived at Wendell's house so early the next morning that the sun was barely up and Wendell was still in his pajamas. I've got an idea, said Wendell as he quickly dressed. We'll follow my secret shortcut and get to school even sooner. Shortcut? Asked Floyd. I don't know. There weren't any good shortcuts to school. This is the secretest shortcut of all, said Wendell. In fact, I invented it myself. He led Floyd up the alley by the Ulloch's backyard, then down a culvert, over a fence, and through a dense thick of blackberry vines. Looks like a good shortcut. Might work. Maybe nothing crazy will happen. I don't know about that. Then they scrambled over some boulders, down a steep bank, and across a narrow stream. This is some shortcut, said Wendell. Relax, said Wendell. We'll be there in a minute. But the forest became thicker and darker. Soon it was hung with vines. The screeches of strange jungle animals echoed all around. Maybe we took the wrong turn, said Floyd. I'm pretty sure the school's right up ahead, Wendell told him. Could be. Oh man, look at this. It's like crocodiles. But the jungle only grew wilder, and when the boys finally came to the trail, it didn't lead straight to the school, as they had hoped. Instead, it meandered through quicksand swamps and past large sleeping crocodiles. Ooh, careful. And across a deep, rocky gorge. It began to get late. This is going to be hard to explain, said Floyd. They stood in a small clearing. I have an idea, said Wendell. We'll climb up a tree and see if we can spot the school. They chose the biggest, tallest tree they could find and climbed all the way to the top. do you see the school?
asked Wendell. I don't even see the town, said Floyd. They watched some monkeys playing in the treetops.
I have another idea,
said Wendell. What is it? asked Floyd. He was getting tired of Wendell's ideas.
We'll swing from these vines, just like monkeys,
said Wendell.
That way, we'll travel much faster.
Soon they were swinging from vine to vine. This isn't bad, shouted Floyd. I bet we'll be making good time.
I knew the shortcut would work out,
Wendell crowed. But at the moment they ran out of vines. Oh no! This doesn't look good. The boys landed, plop, plop, in a giant puddle of mud. Now what do we do? asked Floyd.
I don't know,
said Wendell.
I'm out of ideas.
They sat in the puddle and thought about all the trouble they were going to be in.
Mrs. Kernblad will never believe the story,
said Wendell. It's sort of crazy, said Floyd. Just then, from far away, they heard a school bell ring. Ooh, maybe they're not as far away as they thought. Oh, there it is. Maple Hill.
Did you hear that?
cried Wendell.
That was the first bell. We can still make it if we run.
They ran until the jungle gave way to the forest, and the forest became woods. And then they scurried through the Mortley's backyard and up the hill to the school. They flew through the door of Mrs. Gernsblatt's room and landed squishily in their seats just as the late bell rang. Looks like they made it. I don't know if I want to go to school like that, though.
Well, you made it,
said their teacher.
and just in time. But how on earth did you get so muddy just walking to school?
Floyd looked at Wendell. Wendell looked at Floyd.
On second thought,
said Mrs. Gernsblatt.
maybe better not say.
During recess, Wendell and Floyd sat in the sun to give the mud a chance to dry.
At least we finally got to school on time,
said Wendell. That's the main thing, Floyd agreed. And in fact, it was quite a while before they were late to school again. They did it. Oh, look at this! Do you guys know where they are? Mr. Powell's went there on vacation. Bryce Canyon, that's right. Even so, they never did find the really good shortcut. Oh, Mark Teague, great story. Hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you soon, boys and girls.